I recently wrote and directed a short film for the Bristol 48-Hour Puppet Film Festival. It's up on my channel if you want to give it a watch either before or after seeing this video. Across the weekend, loads of things went well and loads of things went badly. So I figured it might be a good idea to put together a top 5 things that I learned about making a film in 48 hours. And hopefully these can all function as pieces of advice for you if you ever take part in a 48-hour film festival. Number 1 is when you get the prompts, quickly pick an idea that is clearly defined, but it's still flexible. So our challenge ran from 7 p.m. on Friday to 7 p.m. on Sunday. When we got the 3 prompts on the Friday, we quickly had a brainstorming session for a few hours to come up with some ideas, and we ended up settling on a noir detective style. This, coupled with the time machine plot element, let us really quickly tick off all of the prompts that we needed to get included. This also, however, had a secondary benefit. Because we knew so clearly what we were making, basically Sin City meets Groundhog Day, we always had something to come back to. So whenever we needed to make changes, which happened a lot, if you read the original script, there's various things that didn't make it into the final film, it was really easy to find our center. This meant that individual team members could make small changes without breaking the entire film. People could take initiative and everything could run just that little bit more smoothly. The second thing is just always do your best to make good use of every single team member's unique set of skills. Everyone will be good at doing different things, and that's exactly what the case was on this film. The puppet was made by Duncan, who has worked in puppetry for years, and it was puppeteered by him and 2 other professional puppeteers. The film was shot and edited by Mitch, who is honestly just a fantastic cinematographer. You should see the work that he did for me on For Milo. Yes, lovely, delicious. Backgrounds were made by Ella Trudgeon, who is an amazing maker and has made some other short films as well. Helping out for short periods of time were Eleanor, who has a background in fashion, who helped make the puppet's outfit, and Danny, a professional actor who I've worked with before, who helped provide the voice. I personally have written and directed several award-winning micro short films and am very familiar with noir, having made 1 short, 1 comic book, and just watched too many films from the 40s. It's not healthy. Whilst working on this film, everyone was in a role that they were comfortable with, whether that was operating a camera or building a puppet or making a background or even writing a silly, over-the-top noir script. Everyone was using all of the skills that they had. If you're planning on working on a 48-hour short film, use what you've got at your disposal. If someone has a skill like playing the flute or being really good at origami, use that. Play to the strengths of the people that are involved. Number 3, get creative. Do not worry about doing things in a way that is proper or professional. There is one scene in the film that we made that is lit with 2 lights, one of which is an iPhone literally taped to the ceiling, and the other of which is a spotlight made out of an LED panel and some toilet roll. We put socks on a tripod so it would slide across the smooth floor so we could get camera moves. You don't need drones or tracks or anything like that. Use what you've got. Have some fun, make some terrible rigs, and you'll have some stories to tell at the end of it. Speaking of stories, number 4 is an important one. Make sure you know your brief. Okay. Story time. An important piece of information for you to understand this is that the submission deadline for this film was 7 p.m. on Sunday night. 7 p.m. Due to the contest having to make some last-minute changes to the rules and the fact that I'm not great at checking my emails, me and the editor didn't know that the film had to be under 3 minutes. We didn't know this right up until 6:15, at which point our film was running at 3 minutes and 27 seconds. I think I think the following 10 minutes of desperately trying to trim down 30 seconds of film was one of the most stressful and panicked 10 minutes of my life. This made the process of exporting the film additionally stressful because we were aware that we were running out of time, and that also made the process of uploading the film even more stressful because we were really running out of time. We did manage to get the film submitted just barely on time, but all of this could have been avoided if A, I had checked my emails and read them properly in the couple of days leading up to the challenge, and B, if we'd all got together as a group and gone over the requirements at the very start of the process. It's a learning process. It's fine. It won't happen again. I really hope it doesn't happen again. This is actually a nice segue to the final point, which is about communication. Communication is absolutely key in doing almost anything in life, but particularly in making a film in a really short space of time. First, it's important that everyone knows what they should be doing at all times. You can't afford to waste precious minutes. But also, this is meant to be fun. If someone comes in with unreasonable expectations, or there's a lack of clarity, or if team members fail to control their tempers, it's not fun for anyone involved. I was really lucky whilst working on this project to have just one of the most wonderful crews around me of lovely people, and we managed to develop something of a good rapport and communicate all of the ideas properly. So I think it's really worth putting in the effort to make sure that everyone is happy and open and willing to talk throughout the process, unless you desperately need to get sound, in which case, like, you can tell. I think telling everyone to be quiet whilst you're getting sound is probably a good idea. So there you go. 5 things that I feel like I learnt and we as a group learnt whilst making this 48-hour puppet film. If you want to watch that film, I'll leave a link to it, and also some other short films that I've made. If you want to watch any more videos of me looking back over films that I've made, I'll also leave a playlist of videos like that. Thank you very much for watching. More stuff will be coming out on this channel, so feel free to click like and possibly even subscribe.